Armada and Elevate. Battling it back here for game number 3. Excited? What are you expecting?
I'm expecting just a similar performance between these mid players, right? What worked for them in game number 1 for AquaticApe on the Raw probably should be repeated for MitchTeep in game number 2 on the Isis.
Yeah, strong stuff across the way. Curious about the picks and bans as well. What are you expecting there?
I think that the Isis was a little problematic. I don't expect Zeus to be picked unless the Isis is off the table, considering that Armada was the second pick in the second game. They probably should have left that for the last selection. I guess they weren't really predicting that kind of an Isis counter pick, whereas I still think that Elevate should be going for the global pressure, whether it's the Ratatoskr for Joey Linn or maybe even something else. It seemed to work in that second game. They should repeat it here for game 3.
Well, the Baron Somedy banned first and foremost by Elevate. Armada on the other side looking towards the Odin. Elevate, again, have another ban, and we've seen kind of the same stuff over and over again, but this time the Chernobog going to be banned out. Fatal Ghost looked good on the Global Hunter last time. Armada banning out the Amaterasu.
There was a lot of cleanup kills that Fatal Ghost was allowed because of how chaotic every action was around that corner. I'm looking specifically between that 5 and 7 minute mark where Elevate got that 5 kills to 2. We're able to really stretch it from there.
Erlang Shen here for Elevate across the way. Armada going for the Ratatoskr one more time. Joey Linn going to be able to have that semi-global pressure. Was very strong first and foremost. And then Ram will go alongside for the ride.
I like this. Ratatoskr for Armada this time, really understanding Joey Linn had a successful game. Elevate's going to still continue on the action with the Erlang Shen. No real changing of the soul lane for Nexamiss, something that he really leans on, it seems.
Kumbhakarna and the Neith here locked in for Elevate. Neith has been banned a couple of times, and so Elevate going to be able to pick up the Egyptian Hunter this time around. Armada on the clock now, responding to the Global Hunter with an Athena, a Global Guardian themselves.
I like this idea, being able to fight fire with fire. Whoever the World Weaver is going to get selecting on needs to receive that Defender of Olympus. About 20% damage mitigation goes a long way in these heated battles.
Second round of bans coming out. Wukong being focused on by Armada. They don't want the snowbally magical jungler there, so he's going to be banned out. Artio, who was successful earlier on, she'll also see a ban. The Morrigan has been, in general, successful. Not this set, but we've seen her here and there, so she'll be banned out. And there's that Agni one more time, finding himself on the ban list.
Important Artio ban, because Nexamiss couldn't do anything in that second game against the Artio.
Yeah.
And this is just knowing your disadvantages just to eliminate them.
Bellona here chosen for Armada. Interesting choice there. What's your take with him?
The disarm kind of counters Neith and their Erlang Shen, more Erlang Shen than the Neith.
And the Soul, too.
Soul still selected. Doesn't surprise me. We've seen a lot of Souls in the mid lane as of recent, using that heat passive for any objective, Gold Fury or the towers. Allows your team to get some momentum.
Sun Wukong also going to be chosen here for Elevate. So Armada, they've got one more selection, likely to find it in the mid lane, actually. Mid laner needs to be chosen here for Armada, and it's the Aces one more time. So I like both of these drafts better than I've liked the losers draft in 1 and 2 respectively.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think that game number 3 is going to be more even than 1 and 2.
Well, it's difficult to say which team should be coming out on top with such even draft compositions, but at the end of the day, the late game threats out of Armada, you got the Ram specifically to find the damage, and then all the control between the Ratatoskr, Athena, Isis. You look on the opposite side, Elevate have a decent amount of control as well. The Kumbhakarna by himself has a lot of control. Erlang Shen being played by Nexamiss can be able to blink in the backline, look for those turtle knockups, look for the taunts, which should allow Neith and Soul to start throwing those pot shots.
Damage as well, quite up there.
Minions have spawned.
AquaticApe starting off with that Transcendence build. No surprise there. Eager to see how... So I think it goes without saying that Neith is going to build the Heartseeker. I want to see when. Sprint popped up in the left side lane, however, though. Honey's finding some damage on a hamster. Fatal Ghost focusing more onto Mr. White.
I think this favors Elevate because all the Astral Arrows were expended.
Yeah.
For Fatal Ghost for poke. Where's the clear going to be?
That's really exactly what I was thinking. And especially with Mr. White on Soul, of all characters, right?
Exactly, getting that heat passive. You don't want to fight a Soul because you're allowing her to build that heat passive. Whether she's hitting the Hunter or the Guardian, she's going to be able to build it up. And that's something you'd like to avoid.
Well, Armada looking for the early invade of the enemy purple buff. Hamster going to keep them out.
A lot of Elevate fans still.
Yeah,
a lot of Elevate
67%. Look at that.
After the first game when it was 0-0, it was about a 54%, somewhere along that range. But after losing game number 2, still they're receiving 2/3 of the fans home at Vote. Armada were able to really bounce back off the success from Joey Linn's Rat and MitchTeep's Isis specifically, and have that repeat in game 3. They just need to get off to that early game lead the same way they did prior.
How do they do that, Tolly? How do they find that early game lead?
The way they did it in the previous game was abusing AquaticApe on the Zeus that didn't have mobility. This time, Neith a little bit more flexible to backflip away from the action. So even without boots, by rushing Transcendence, I think AquaticApe has aligned himself to at least avoid feeding.
You know, it's not even the backflip. It's usually the root that excites me about Neith. Fatal Ghost in a bad spot. Could be collapsed on by DoctorL, but he finds the roll upwards. Honeys can't say the same thing. Mr. White going to be able to find some basics. What should have been a great gank.
Oh, yeah.
Elevate, what happened?
4-way splitting the dual lane. Yikes. Elevates dual lane. It'll certainly suffer from there. It was a little bit impatient. AquaticApe felt like he needed to drop the root, but just in the nick of time, Honeys was able to dash right on through there. Great rollout from Fatal Ghost on the north-hand side. What looked to be a solid ganking opportunity. No one dies on either end, but like I mentioned, 4-way splitting a wave is not ideal.
No, it was not what they were looking for at all. AquaticApe already getting stunned out. I gotta say, good Isis play is 1, rare. 2, more difficult to pull off than good X-God here play. 3, open-ended and fun to watch. MitchTeep last time around would miss the ultimate, which is ridiculous, but then find a double stun or use the wing gust to get out of trouble and then silence player down. The open-endedness, really exciting for me just as a fan. I love watching a strong Isis, Tolly. And it's been a long time since we really had a strong Isis in... We take care of a lot of leagues.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't seen an Isis or a strong Isis in a number of those leagues in a while.
Wolfie plays Isis from time to time. Not consistently, but when he does, it's usually with Callus playing the Athena, so he has the setup, and they look to really get the ball rolling for him.
Yeah, it's one of the few Isises that I think we really get to see. And like you said, it's usually in tandem with the Athena, allowing him to set up a little bit easier with the stun. Nice control by Hamster, and that's it.
Perfect timing, being able to mez out the follow-up stun after the dash. You don't always have to use the dash for your Ratatoskr to apply the slow.
Right.
It's all about just getting in position for the stun to allow the rest of your teammates to follow up.
Nexamiss and Ryan Jarman. Classic duo or solo lane here. Ryan Jarman with the Scourge. Big advantage, medium advantage, no advantage versus Ryan Jarman's pick, or excuse me, Nexamiss's pick.
Huge advantage because you have to be able to use your, I'd say you fight shield bash first for a little bit, and then as you get lower and lower, or after the the Mink form, that's when you Scourge, because you don't want to deal with all that attack speed.
So at what point, because I mean Ryan Jarman's losing this lane.
There was too many archers. He was boxing into 6 archers. That's not ideal. He's using the bludgeon to clear the melee minions and hitting Nexamiss slowly but surely. But by not clearing those archers, that's going to add up over time.
So should he be adjusting his play, or will the play sort of come to him in the sense that as he levels up, that'll just be more effective?
A little bit of both. I like to see him still look for poke with the second slam hit from the bludgeon, but after you finish clearing the melee minions, just shift on over to the archers because you still have those AoE cleave basic attacks, and once all the archers are gone, the 1v1 heavily goes the way of Jarman.
Well, Nexamiss going to be stunned out, but still knocks up Teep. Nice beats. Teep going to be fine, gets ulted in his own jungle. Not too big of a deal. AquaticApe can't be too thrilled about expending the ultimate for that, though.
Sure. Not going to be able to find the kill, but that's a long timer you could abuse.
But look at the difference between these two mid laners. AquaApe only 5.
That 4-way split is not translating for a 2-level lead. There's something else that happened to prevent AquaticApe from being in the thick of things. AquaticApe now hitting level 6. Up in the sky goes the Ratatoskr, landing back down. AquaticApe gets first blooded.
Noxy, Zirxy, just a great play there. Armada Esports, first one's on the board. Mid laner puts himself into a precarious situation. You were talking highly about backflip before, and I think that this composition, the enemy composition Armada, is probably one of the few comps that can't take advantage of the backflip as well as others. But backflip is still a very scary ability to use. Honey's rooted in trouble, knocked up, already used, now stuck behind the purple buff. Damage coming out from DoctorL, and just surrounded. Nowhere for Honeys to go, so it's 1 for 1 as Fatal goes trades out and takes down Mr. White. I'd rather lose my support than my hunter.
At the end of the day, absolutely, especially if my support is an Athena that can still get in the thick of things with the defender of Olympus. They could go on to AquaticApe for round 2.
Yeah, AquaApe's going to be in trouble. Backflip is good, and there's the follow-up.
There you go. That's the defensive / offensive ultimate you can use.
Yep.
I like the fact that Zirxy didn't use his ultimate originally because he would have been stationary. A lot of basic attacks would have been thrown his way. So he allows the rotation coming through from his teammates. MitchTeep was there to at least find the trade kill. And using the purple buff as like that little block shield, being able to aggro the purple buff means that you could survive for even 5 seconds longer.
Yeah, just kind of wiggling around there. Every little basic matters.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no such thing as auto-aim. Well,
I mean, there's
World Weaver.
World Weaver.
Masterful shot. Is that it?
Nemesis ult. You can't miss a
Sure.
Nemesis ult.
Sure.
New wall ults, fire shards.
Fire shards. World Weaver. Masterful shot, which is Chiron 2. And then the Nem ult. That might be it, actually. Double taunt for Nexamiss. Nice smooth pickup of the blue buff as well. You see that little turtle just going for the
That was
drive-through?
cute. Hamster. Not really feeling too cute. Needs to disengage there. Having to even use that ultimate defensively. Really unfortunate for a Kumbhakarna to have to do that. 2-level lead now for Zirxy and MitchTeep between these Guardians and mid laners. Really synergizing well off of one another.
Mark of the Golden Crow, but not. I don't really count it.
Sure.
Like, you can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
But I don't really know if that counts as like an auto-aim ability. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like it's a mark. So I think we're just at 4, just those 4, right?
There's got to be like one more we're thinking. Because like, you know, if I take those pop quizzes, it's like
Yeah, always.
there's like a lot of things to have to think about.
Honey is going to give his teammates something to think about. Joey Linn in the sky as well, looking for the retreat. There's a nice knock-up, setting up the Rum! And off the hunter damage, Joey Linn gets a kill. Can he take care of the hamster? Joey Linn saying, no, it's me! I am the hamster!
I was waiting for Zirxy to steal that
Me
kill at
too,
the last
bro.
hit. Fatal Ghost in a little bit of trouble. MitchTeep with the ultimate and the heal. A little bit of AquaticApe finding that one on the Athena. Answering back in kind.
Armada Esports now taking the lead, about 2,700 gold. 2,600 gold. AquaticApe is stunned out as well. Gonna be looking for the oracles though.
Can't miss detonate.
Does it count?
If the stacks are there.
Detonate counts. I'll give you detonate. So there's 5. Is that it?
I'm still thinking like there's still at least one out there.
And I mean, like,
Afro ult if you're linked.
yeah, but that's not. I don't know if that's. That doesn't count. That's defensive, so I'm not going to count that. I think it's just those 5. I can't believe it took us that long to think of detonate. We had a Zeus last game.
That's true. Athena ult. I mean, you can miss the wrong target, but you can't ulti nothing.
If your target dies, you ult your feet.
True.
So I think that there are ways to quote end quote miss that ability. But it is auto aim.
That's up in the air for that one.
Yeah, it is technically auto aim. So again, to recap, the few abilities in Smite that have auto aim: Neith's World Weaver, Chiron's Masterful Shot, Nemesis Ultimate. What is that? Judgment Fate? Seal Judgment?
Divine Judgment.
Divine Judgment. Seal Fate.
Corpse Explosion.
No. No way. No, that's garbage. You could miss that. That's like Neith 2.
Okay, fair enough.
That's like Neith 2. So you get Mr. Masterful Shot, World Weaver, Detonate. What else did we say? We said others. DoctorL, wishing he had the help of others. Ultimate good enough. Here comes Hamster. Lining players up. Joey Linn in the sky. AquaticApe with the kill.
How about Ao Kuang's ultimate? Obviously, there's a threshold, but you can't ulti a minion. You can't ulti the air.
Oh, you can't?
Nope. It has to be a god. So it is technically like, if you're in the vicinity, you're going to hit it.
All right, I'll give you that. Also, in that case, Bakasura eat minion.
True. I mean, let's look at abilities that hit gods.
Okay. Imagine if you could eat God.
Oof. I mean, that's kind of what an execute is.
Yeah, but I mean, if Bakasura had an execute on us too.
And then he regurgitates the god.
And then, so you can't play the game
Until he
Bakasura ults.
So as soon as he eats you,
Yeah,
he's just going to go in the fountain
Yeah.
and wait.
But then when he ults, you're there ready to fight.
But you're not fighting for your side, technically.
No.
Because he ults.
No. You kill the Baka that bombs you up. And so that's just how they keep you out.
Taunt actually not going to connect the spirit ball from a distance. MitchTeep off the mark.
Yeah, the
Hamster.
the knock-up.
Great setups all across the board. This is the way you synergize off of the Kumbhakarna.
Yeah. Kumbhakarna ult, by the way, not auto-aim. Hamster has just looked that good, in all honesty. I really enjoyed Hamster's ability to just get in there, find the correct ultimate in traffic. Doing that on a Kumbhakarna is tougher than it sounds. There's 3 players surrounding you, and you got to choose the right squishy to knock up.
And you're a big hitbox by yourself, so
Exactly.
being able to go through that is not the easiest task.
Yeah.
How about Chernobog ultimate?
I feel like that is Mark of the Golden Crow, when you're not really doing anything to anybody.
Okay.
You know?
I mean, you're slowing them with your ultimate.
I guess. DoctorL doesn't need no slows. MitchTeep uses the ultimate to heal himself up. Nice usage there, too. I think if Teep doesn't ult, probably dies. So an important point there.
Dodgy teleport.
Dodgy teleport, can't miss.
Tricks your spirit, yeah.
Yep. That's true. I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that. So what are we up to, like 6?
7 maybe even?
Wow. Left side, Mr. White's in trouble. But he's got some help. I am the hamster, a little bit too late. Honeys gets mezzed out, but that's about it.
How about Ragnarok?
Oh, I have missed that plenty of times, dog.
I mean, like, you can't ulti a minion, though, is what I mean. As long as you're close enough.
Can you bite a minion?
No, you can't bite a minion. So, like,
I thought you could.
I guess you could technically miss the guy that you're actually aiming for.
How many times? Oh, man, you got to cast more. You're the Challenger Cup once upon a time. You know how many times Hindu Man and I have commentated a Fenrir going into the ultimate, chasing somebody down, and missing it all?
I was about to say mounted archery, but I'm like, you could definitely miss that one.
So, I mean, watching Elevate here, I don't know, looking at what they've been able to do so far. It's a big old nothing. Big old nothing. Nice tie game here. 1,200 gold separate our teams, but I don't think it's anything to write home about. Armada. They're going to start the Gold Fury. Elevate, that is, rather. And Armada in the vicinity. Excuse me. Only one team.
Nexamiss zoning in the back line. Allows his team to confirm the first Gold Fury 15 minutes in, but they're not done yet.
Elevate kind of going in here, but again, still kind of playing it cautious. Perhaps overcautious. DoctorL up in the cloud. There's the ultimate onto Joey Linn. Takes about half of his HP out, but DoctorL not ready. Rama to the sky.
Who is he going on? It's actually going to be on the Kumbhakarna. I don't think it was in range of a lot of targets. Unfortunate there for Fatal Ghost, as Elevate, still feeling so frisky, are trying to force some issues down in the mid lane. Hamster Gonna find the mess, forcing out the beats from Failed Ghost. Gets taunted back into a whole heap of madness.
And the passive doesn't even save him an extra second. Joey Linn back here. He is in the yellow. Meanwhile, Mr. White. Hey, what's going on in mid lane? I'm not really aware because I'm doing my own thing. I have my own prerogative and set of tasks that I'm trying to take care of, like I'm doing a different game. That's what he's saying because he's playing the left side lane.
DoctorL getting cleaned up. Couldn't run away from MitchTeep. Really making it happen in game number 3 again. Sitting at 2-1-2, a comfortable little start. Joey Linn also getting off to a great start here. 5 kills out of 7. There goes Nexamiss. Thinking about diving the tier 2, but forces out the dash.
Yeah, not really willing to go all the way quite yet. Neith doesn't have the ultimate. Will have it in a little bit, but 2-on-4, now a 2-on-3. Nexamiss does get the kill nice and early. Mr. White in some trouble. The taunt, better than not.
Oh,
Fatal
the
Ghost
heal.
gets one.
The heal from MitchTeep, keeping Fatal Ghost alive just for a second longer, but Nexamiss not done yet. Still in a 1v2.
Oh, last hit.
Clipped.
Ouch.
What about Kaldir?
Yeah, that counts, I guess. I mean,
because you can't do the air, but you could do a minion
I guess
accidentally, so maybe that's like half and half.
I guess.
I count that as like a half auto lock.
Yeah, it's a half auto lock.
Like Loki's ultimates have half auto lock because you can ulti and miss. But if you
hit, it's auto.
Yeah, like you're no matter what. Because you can ulti the fountain as well. Like if they back at the last second, you'll travel with them. If they dash, you'll travel with them. So it's like half auto lock.
Nah. You can miss. We're talking about abilities you can't miss.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a half auto lock.
But you can miss.
Well, you can't juke it, is what I'm saying. If the targeter from your Loki ultimate shows the little animation above.
So it's hit scan.
Sure, we'll put it that way. Half auto lock.
I mean, it's not because you can miss it. It's just hit scan. You can totally miss. Have you ever missed a Loki ult?
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me the same question. 18 minutes in. Armada with 9 kills, Elevate with 6, but a tie game in every other sense of the word. Game number 1, game number 2, each one went to a different victor. Now in game number 3, whoever claims this one will claim the whole set.
Which is so important. We're in week 4, Tom. These teams trying to get themselves to that second seed. Astral Authority are looking like they're about to clinch it after at least one more victory. Nexamiss could be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, here's a big ultimate coming out from Teep, but a big boy taunt. Nexamiss will get a heal in a moment. Can he outlive the damage until then? There's a root, not yet. MitchTeep finds another kill. Great job building the anti-heal, preventing the Erlang Shen from really doing what he can. Hamster Man gonna be stunned up and gunned down. Number 11 for Armada. And Mr. White is like, hey, guys, what are you doing in the middle lane? Because I'm playing a different set of tasks.
And Armada like, hey, y'all mind if we get the Fire Giant real quick?
Both players and teams seem to be on a different page. 2 Elevate members aggressing on the Phoenix, and they're going to be met by 2 Armada members. 3 members on the objective. SadAquaticApe can't weave his way in there, fighting Ryan Jarman. Fire Giant goes down to the way of Armada. And now the basic attacks here we are from Jarman. Seem to be good. Nice stun. Nice win. Ryan Jarman above the enemy mid lane.
I'm a little surprised that SadAquaticApe didn't beat the horrific emblem slow. Mr. White in a little bit of trouble. Joey Linn thinking about the tower dive, waiting for the disapparate. Taunt beautifully placed. Zirxy and the rest of the Armada boys tower diving.
Armada all of a sudden just turned it on. Fire Giant decided to be picked up by the Red team. I like that determination. They were just like, hey, everybody split pushing. Mr. White's not playing our game. We'll force him to play our game just like that.
The taunt into the Spirit Ball. Nexamiss will miss you later there, buddy, as Ryan Jarman still zoning between the tier 2 and the Phoenix. Joey Linn trying to get another kill. The tier 2 tower fell. They're looking for the Phoenix. DoctorL a little low there, but they're more concerned about this objective.
The taunt's good. Fatal O's going to take down DoctorL. That's 45 seconds on the jungler. Nexamiss out for another 23, and that's long enough for the mid lane Phoenix to go down. Ryan Jarman shifting to the right-hand side. Joey Linn, excuse me, sticking to the middle lane.
Beautiful
nice stun.
taunt.
One more time. Hamster in trouble.
Again, but the Supernova being used defensively is going to peel for the Hamster, not wanting to over-aggress his Armada's like, hey, listen, we already got the Phoenix. Like, why are we still here?
Yeah.
Gotta have to back to reset. Spend a little bit of the golden hand, strip away some buffs in the meantime, and use this Fire Giant buff to get the Gold Fury.
I apologize to the jungler. I knew it was going to happen once. I called Joey Linn Jeremy. I knew it was going to happen.
What about Zhonghui Ultimate?
That just is an area.
Yeah, if you're in it. The ghosts have a mind of their own.
Oh!
I mean, the ghosts are not going to be like, nah.
I guess so. I think that's your true half and half. Honey's in some trouble. Elevate going to be able to take him down. The support player being caught out there is that I suppose there are. That's who I want to be caught out, if anyone.
Sure. Ultimate was tried to be used from Zirxy. He'll still have it. The fact that it didn't go off means that it'll still remain off cooldown. And that's going to allow Armada to maybe still force a 4-on-5 engagement within this next 30 seconds. With the middle Phoenix down, Elevator forced to defend some of these fire minions. Not want to get their Titan, the last stop, chipped away. So tier 2s on the right, tier 1 and tier 2 on the left still up. 3,500 gold just waiting for Armada.
Armada's certainly going to be looking for one of them.
What about Vulcan turret? That's another one of those ranged things.
Vulcan turret counts. I think Vulcan turret definitely counts.
So I think we're like up to 10 to 12.
Yeah.
And considering we have like, what, 96 gods or something like that right now?
Each with most with 4 abilities.
Or is Pele number
6.
97?
I don't know. What god did you start playing Smite at, Tully?
Cupid.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was August 2012.
I think I was Kronos. June 2013. Armada right now trying to make it to November 2018. Of course, DreamHack is what I'm referencing there. And Armada looking pretty good at the moment. Can they reach number 2 overall? Is the question.
Good body block from Zirxy. Not going to allow that World Weaver to clip some of his backline carries. Still a Fire Giant buff, but just now fizzling away. Armada going to have to find a way to fight this without that objective. And there goes Joey Linn up in the sky.
Honey's going to taunt forward, look for one. Honey's now in trouble. Knock him on the back line. Joey Linn trying to find something, but he just won't be able to. DoctorL here going to be holding that one. And Fatal Ghost just dishing it out. SadAquaticApe being aggressed on by the enemy hunter. Nice damage back. And the roll away from the soul nonsense isn't so bad either. Jarman to the front side. And Armada being chased away from the tower. Just a little bit more damage.
Good taunt onto SadAquaticApe. The Spirit Ball clips out 2 additional members. Mr. White and Hamster going to be able to find the kill onto Ryan Jarman. That got caught between a rock and a hard place. Now Joey Linn in a little bit of trouble against Nexamiss, but the Javelin toss off the mark. There goes the turtle. Needs a couple more basic attacks, but Zirxy is not going to let that one happen.
Oh, but look at the base. We had to see one player back to really defend against the fire minions. Fatal Ghost is able to take care of SadAquaticApe.
Skewered is the little Ratatoskr. Nexamiss going for more. Right onto MitchTeep, but it's Mr. White with the last hit.
Nice plays there coming out from Elevate. Beautiful defense. 3 players dead for just 1. SadAquaticApe. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's a nice play from Elevate there. Armada certainly going to second guess the next time they walk into enemy territory.
A worthy sacrifice. And the issue was a lot of missed abilities, right? Ryan Jarman, Eagles Rally hit nobody. MitchTeep's ultimate could have been a little bit more effective. I think Joey Linn, the play between Zirxy's taunt and the Spirit Ball from MitchTeep could have been better synchronized with Joey Linn's ultimate, but he was too deep in the thick of things. I like to see Armada just rely on not Joey Linn's ultimate, but the Athena Spirit Ball taunt combination.
25.5 in. Pyromancer started up by Elevate, the team who do not have the lead. They will confirm the Pyromancer. Armada, the team who does have the lead, not looking for the objective just yet. Fire Giant is up, but no team really wanting to group up and push at this moment in time. Armada now looking to start things there. Jarman, Honeys, Ghost, and Teep showing up. 75% of the Fire Giant so far. There's 50. There's one member from Elevator on the corner. DoctorL going to show up, so is Hamster. Full commit onto the objective, and Armada is able to secure that. MitchTeep with the ultimate all the way.
But can they disengage is the question. Hamster's a little low. They might actually be winning this one with Jarman in the back line. Bludgeon off the mark. Goes in the passive Hamster. Meanwhile, Nexamiss zoning everyone else away.
There's the ultimate from Neith. Not going to find a home. Ryan Jarman on the run. But on the right side, Nexus forced back to base by Joey Linn. It's number 18 for Armada Esports.
Still a worthy sacrifice. In a 1v4, the both soul laners were zoning 1v4. And Nexamiss was able to find a kill onto MitchTeep. Important to take away the Fire Giant buff from the ISIS player. Less sustain now for her. And honestly, I was about to mention, Jarman would have found a kill too if it wasn't for Kumbhakarna's passive.
Exactly. That honestly, that's where I was going to go. I was going to say at least he had the passive available to him so that Hamster doesn't wind up being another casualty. 0-3 and 5, all he wants to do. Fatal Ghost still has the Fire Giant on the side of Armada. That's a really big push. Joey Linn does as well. Ryan Jarman. Those are the players that I really need on this team to have the Fire Giant anyway. So they'll continue that.
All right, Tom, I got another pop quiz for you. We're talking about autolock gods.
All right.
Let's talk about what gods do you think we have the most of from A to Z? Like, which letter has the most amount of gods?
A.
That's right. Do you know how many? Or can you name all of them? Let's just do that.
Agni.
That's 1.
Apwash.
2.
Artemis.
3.
Artio.
4.
Amuse Cobb.
5. One of them is in this game.
Athena.
6.
Erlang. No, Erlang Shen is an E. It's just Chinese pronunciation. Artemis.
You said that.
Artio.
You said that.
Amuse Cobb.
You said that.
El Kwang.
7.
How many total?
16 total.
Oh my goodness, no way! No way, I'm so far!
You're almost halfway there.
Well, Armada's gonna walk in. We'll see if hopefully they can, you know. I'm like rooting for the bell right now. The teacher put me on the spot and I'm hoping that the period ends here. So we'll see if Armada can save me from this right now. Because if not, I gotta go back to the drawing board. Mr. White doing good defense by keeping the minions out of there. But Honey's just going to zip in, find the taunt. Trouble for Hamster Man. But Joey Linn in the sky, looking for the back line. Going to find Mr. White. Nice wait with the stun with AquaticApe. And a big supernova keeps Elevate outside.
Ryan Jarman zoning in the back line, keeping these hunters busy. Meanwhile, it's Nexamiss and DoctorL finding a kill onto MitchTeep. They're not done yet, though, because Ryan Jarman so far out of position without Eagle's rally is going to suffer his casualty as well.
Number 13 for Elevate, though, as they are biting back. Chasing Armada all the way up. Trouble is they're trying to find everything here. Elevate, man. Is this a big enough window for a Phoenix? Because they have 5 players here at Anatoly.
Sure.
AquaticApe are going to be able to bark down the middle lane tower, no problem. With only 3 people to play defense, this could be a Phoenix here, which would ultimately tie the game up. At this moment, with a half hour of play, itemization no longer a concern.
Oh, definitely not. In a 5-on-3, it's Elevate's time now to get themselves their first middle Phoenix of the game. Joey Linn off the mark, onto nobody. AquaticApe very
Look how low! Look how low! Armada gotta be on the run. Joey Linn already has one. Hamster could be next. Find the tail whip. And the basics are going to be good. Right side, Elevate DoctorL takes down one. Fatal Ghost is on the bad side. Joey Linn, though, finally gets the kill on the Kumbhakarna. Zirxy, taunted. Where's the damage?
You got it.
DoctorL, MitchTeep. MitchTeep!
On the edge is MitchTeep now getting a double kill for dead on the side of Elevate Armada. Now we're looking to push forward in a 4-on-1. It's Mr. White left. The sole survivor after this bloodbath.
So this is a Phoenix.
This has to be a Phoenix, Tom. It's a 4-on-1.
What's the chance this is game?
It can't be game.
No, 15 seconds
I
too low.
I don't think this is game, but I think this could certainly be a middle Phoenix into a Fire Giant.
I mean, the Phoenix is going to go down relatively
Actually, they might try to go for the end.
It could be.
But AquaticApe and Hamster is coming back up.
It's still a 5-on-3 then. You have 20
It's
seconds.
not worth. The Hamster on the Kumbhakarna, too much control. You don't want to fight into that.
This is just going down way too slow.
There are no minions for the backdoor elimination.
Yeah. Armada do what they can in the middle lane. Able to get the mid lane Phoenix, which is a big deal. And then, as you said, Fire Giant. Fire Giant, Fire Giant, Fire Giant.
You know, time. So you got 7.
Ambush. Joey Linn gets caught. They know he's there. Here comes the TP. 3-man taunt from Zirxy. There's a sprint popped. Armada Esports could lose their support here. Stunned twice, taunted once. Slowed down, not at all. Still on the run. There's the Mez. There's a big stun. Ryan Jarman over the wall, getting 2 with the Eagles rally. Elevate DoctorL in the jungle coming through. Gonna look for the blink. Finding Teep on the backside. Teep trying to deal out the damage. Meanwhile, Honeys dies to the hand of AquaticApe.
DoctorL still zoning in the backline. The rest of his team pushing down the soul lane side. Crumbling is the tier 1 tower. Trading out ultimate for ultimate are the junglers. Joey Linn not going to be able to have that engagement. And with 2 Fire Giants down, this next one is going to be the enhanced one still yet again. This time, it's Elevate's turn to get the first Fire Giants. They're down 10,000 gold, Tom. This is impressive for them to be able to control the pacing.
Why does Armada let them take this? Because their support does?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Too many relics off the table. How does MitchTeep get in the thick of things without purification beats?
Okay.
Without his ultimate to even strip it away. The steal potential becomes so much lower without that circle of protection.
That'll give you. Okay, good. Because if it was just about Honeys being down, I would have definitely been too upset.
We'll see what Elevate can do with this one, but I think the pop quiz is still waiting for you. You got 7 out of 16.
All right, so we're so I
So
got to
you
start.
said Agni?
I said Agni. I said
Apwash.
Ardio.
Yeah, Ardio. You said Apwash, Wukong, Artemis, Athena, and the Muzenkop. There's still 9 more to go.
Erlang,
Said that.
Anubis.
Okay, that's your 8th.
I've already said I'm using Cobb.
Yep.
Achilles.
There you go.
He's newer.
There you go, number 9.
I'm trying to picture it. Amy Tarasu.
That's 10. There's 6 more.
How are there 6 more? Oh, how are there 6 more with A? I wish
It's the first vowel.
Do you remember? I wish there was a song. Do you remember the state song?
No, but
Alabama.
Finch knows that song.
I'll ask. I wish there was one for Swank.
Finch really knows that song.
How are there 6 more? Ardio,
Said that.
Scotty.
That's an S. What? Wait, how do you go from Ardio to Scotty?
Well, I was just thinking about animals. Elevate on the right side. 5,000 gold in behind the lead, I should say. 15 to 22, trailing there as well. In this moment, all things even. Split with a 4-1 push. The jungler is in the middle lane. Trying to keep Joey Linn separate from what he's got planned.
It's going to be difficult, I think, for Armada to really hold this without a good engagement from Joey Linn.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be troublesome. I don't really know what he's doing. Right side. There's Hamster. 3-man yawn. I like that look, but look at Joey Linn. Look at Joey Linn. The flank from around the back line. Elevate going to be able to see him and chase him away. No stun. SadAquaticApe now. Who's he aiming for, Totally? Who's the target?
I think he's going to be trying to go for the back line, specifically onto MitchTeep, but that Mad Guy's cloak is going to absorb at least the stun at impact to give him the more timing to use that circle of protection.
Well, elevate DoctorL. Gonna be on the left side. Other jungler in the sky. Jarman half HP. There's the ultimate from mid-lane Soul. Where's the monkey? There he is on the back line. Ape in trouble. White gonna be walking away from Joey Linn. And DoctorL looking for the aggression. He gets one. There's the stun, however. Jingle Bang not good enough. That's it.
Fatal Ghost. He had to use the Aegis to buy himself an extra second of survival. It's an all-on defensive escape now as Elevate. They got the right side, Phoenix. Looking to avoid more action, though. They're a little bit less healthy, but they could also set up a trap, knowing how much control Hamster has on the Kumbhakarna. Fire Giant buff not lasting for much longer, only 20 more seconds. Not enough time to get an additional Phoenix with the buff.
Yeah, but they can try the push because DoctorL is here, and they have the 5-on-4.
Yes, Jarman being dead for 30 seconds. No Eagles rally for the protections. Good taunt, though, in the mid lane. 1v1 on the right side, favoring Joey Linn. A 4-on-3 in the mid.
But
Still
Mr.
pushing is Elevate. Joey Linn in the sky, however.
He's got to look for Mr. White.
Anyone.
Nice peel back.
He didn't go in.
Elevate.
He didn't go in. He's off the mark from SadAquaticApe. Just too much max range. And like you say, Tom, hesitation leads to devastation, and I think Joey Linn's ultimate could have at least found one kill.
Elevate did a great job at peeling back. I'm with you. I think that if Joey Linn was a little bit quicker on that one, he might have been able to find a much better outcome.
All right, Tom, so you got 10 gods,
I keep hoping you're
6
going to
more.
forget. All right.
I thought-
Alquash,
Yep.
RDO, Anubis,
Yep.
Amusing Cobb,
Yep.
Alquan, RDO. Already said
You
her.
said that, yeah. You also said Agni, Athena.
Agni, Athena,
You
Artemis.
said Achilles, Amaterasu.
Okay. I said Anubis.
Yes, you said Anubis. There's 6 more.
Ares.
Hey, 11. We're going to get to all 16 by the end of this game.
Aphrodite.
Hey, 12.
Arachne.
13. You're on fire, Tom. You're on a roll.
Are there any more assassins? Okay.
Zoning is Hamster. While Pyromancer was being... Oh, no, okay. SadAquaticApe was looking for the World Weaver. That's what it was.
Elevate just looking to keep Armada in this area. DoctorL already forces the ultimate. That could be a problem.
Wow.
He's way deep.
Yeah.
DoctorL way too deep. Armada taking advantage.
No ultimate either for DoctorL to be able to sustain that up. He is in the red, and SadAquaticApe was a little bit low from Joey Linn's ultimate. He tried to use the beats, but he was just a fraction too early there. Or too late, rather, as DoctorL is going to back to base as well. It's going to be a reset. I think Armada should be able now to get themselves a Fire Giant if they recognize that Elevate backed.
Yeah, this is Armada's go time. This is where they have to find their push here. This is where they absolutely have to be able to make their mark and decide that this is where they want to play. They've got the momentum, I would say, after that push, but they're just not looking for it. Hamster Man in front. Pyromancer pulled by Elevate. Trying to bait them in just a little bit. DoctorL looking for the big flank. I don't know if he's even going to find it. There's a knockup. Armada trying to seep in and start a team fight.
Going in is Ryan Jarman in the back. Good talk onto Nexamiss, but where's Joey Linn going? Right on top of the Soul Inner. There goes the circle protection, but the Turtle Shell, not enough to save the life. Ryan Jarman using that ultimate defensively. It's a 1-for-0. Armada are able to hold, and this is so important that the only Phoenix they gave up was the solo side, because after all these combats, they're able to still push out the wave, avoid any fire minions from getting the respawn Phoenix.
40 minutes and 30 seconds into game number 3. This is about a 2.5-hour set so far. We saw 40 minutes in game number 1, 40 minutes in game number 3, and I believe game number 2 was also a half hour as well.
About an hour and 50 minutes.
Fire Giant brought down about 75% so far. I'm the hamster, trying to cause some chaos here. Mr. White getting involved as well.
That's really low in the health department. Ryan Jarman needs the back end. That could be Elevate's turn now to be the aggressors. Nexamiss is dead, though, for 10 seconds. Looking at his relics, teleport tier 3 upgraded version should allow him to get in the thick of things before Ryan Jarman even shows up.
Certainly possible, certainly plausible. Fire Giant, 90%. Elevate, start it one more time. Ryan Jarman far away from the fight. Here comes the disengage from the objective. Joey Linn up top, 3-man knockup. That's going to be good. Backflip from Abe, looking for what could be a big play, but it's body blocked so far. Joey Linn safe and sound. Mr. White on the right side. He's no longer involved in the team fight.
Good stun from MitchTeep, but these solo laners are really keeping the other teams honest and in check. Neither one of them can really penetrate the backline anytime soon, or at least effectively. And as a result, it's all a wash. No one dying at the end of the day. And all things coming up Millhouse.
I suppose. All things coming up Millhouse means a positive thing.
Yeah, no one died.
That's not positive. The positive side for either of these teams would define the kills. These teams totally want to win.
But if you lose somebody, then you're just going to lose the game.
So
the fact that they didn't lose something is a positive.
You're a glass half full kind of guy, aren't you?
Obviously.
I'm a glass half empty kind of guy.
Look at this smile.
I mean, I'm just realist about it. I got half of what I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to get the kills. I didn't get the kills.
You didn't die either.
Fire Giant now. One more time, Elevate, trying to get their full glass of water here. Armada trying to play defense, find a stun after a taunt. Nexamiss still relatively healthy.
DoctorL going in the back line. Goes into the somersault cloud. Taking a little bit of poke there. Up in the sky. A little premature was Fatal Ghost. Not getting the most value out of that ultimate.
Meanwhile, here comes the jungler down from the sky. Gonna knock 2 players up. Fatal Ghost gonna finish off 1, but Nexamiss trying to find an exit on the left side. Ryan Jarman was giving chase, now has help from Honeys. He's gonna be surrounded. Damage comes down onto the hamster. But everybody on Armada relatively low.
So much damage. The defensive Stellar Burst Supernova combo, Mr. White, able to keep himself alive. And doesn't even matter. Gold lead, no gold lead. After 43 minutes of action, all these teams are 6 items deep, looking for the 3K potions. And Tom, you still got 3 more gods to figure this one out.
Yeah, well, let's see.
You want a recap of what you said?
Yes.
All right, so you said Agni, Alpwash, Alquang, Artemis, Ardeo, Athena, Amusinkomp, Anubis, Achilles, Amaterasu, Ares, Aphrodite, Arachne.
Apollo.
14.
Armada might not be a god, but certainly trying to make themselves one. Nice taunt here again. Honey's trying to find a way out. AquaticApe gets the kill. AquaticApe gets the double kill. Elevate 5-on-3 at the moment. Chasing the enemy out. Armada Esports has to sit down. Meanwhile, Spectator pointing out to the big push on the left side.
Got the snipes a little off the mark in number 2 and number 3. Mr. White able to survive a little bit longer, but this right side Phoenix might not survive much longer with the minion wave and the heat from Mr. White. It's going down quickly, but a good double stun. MitchTeep keeping his Phoenix alive.
Mr. White low, AquaticApe low, Hamster low, Nexamiss low. Even with the 5-on-3, they can't go for the Phoenix.
Not yet. Not without Fire Giant. MitchTeep able to hold on for a little bit longer. Ryan Jarman going to stop the back now from Hamster. That's all he's going to have to do, honestly.
That's his only job.
Yeah, DoctorL is going to prevent that from happening, though. But a Scourge has a decent amount of range.
He could reach the...
Yeah, he can still reach it. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
That's like the most annoying thing to deal with.
Hamster's so annoyed right now.
He's what?
So annoyed right now.
Oh, okay.
What is that? What?
Nothing. I must be hearing this. All right, 2 more to go. Hold that thought, though. Jarman should be fine here. All right, one of these guys you hate playing.
Bakasura.
That's a B. Not playing against, but playing as. Or at least I'm pretty sure.
Arachne.
You already said that.
Honey's going to be aggressed on. Nice knock up there. Hamster trying to control him. Nice talk going on the left side. Right, Jarman trying to find the right side flank. Not going to be able to. DoctorL stops him. I don't know why you would think that.
Why I would think what? That you hate playing this specific god?
Yeah.
I think I've heard you say it.
I like both on her and Wheelish. Trouble is Elevate trying to come in here.
Who helped you? Who helped you, Tom?
Nobody.
Who helped you? I saw you on your phone earlier.
Nobody.
I saw you.
Nope. I was trying to do it for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
I thought that the game was going to end. I've had 30 minutes to think about it, Toli. I thought the game was going to end, and I was holding on to 2 picks, and I wanted to make the call. Another day. Hamster man pushing forward. Another big taunt, but nobody with the damage lying in wait. Jarman trying to find the aggression, but one more ultimate from Joey Linn. Could be a big one. Where's DoctorL? That's his target.
Good
Rob
shot.
shots as well.
Oh!
Bam! Lands on top. Gets the kill on the DoctorL.
Brian Jarman with the Eagles rally, trying to amplify that damage. Here comes Joey Linn looking for the cleanup. DoctorL dead for 65 seconds. Armada with a 5-on-4. Could be getting the Fire Giant here momentarily. Fatal Ghost just waiting for some of his teammates to get back up. Left side, MitchTeep defending a wave that looked like it was about to be 3 waves, and we saw what happened last time. There was a triple volley of Archer waves just grouped up together.
47-42 on the clock here, 25-18 in Armada. Leading by a fair amount. Tie game, though, if you ask me here, folks. Pings coming out. Irrelevant. Right side is where all the eyes should be. Rushing forward is Armada Esports. They've separated Nexamiss from the rest of the crew. Down he's going to go. Fatal Ghost with a great shot. SadAquaticApe avoids the knockup from the jungle rat, but it's all good. Setup's fine. 2 kills for Fatal Ghost. DoctorL is up in a moment. So the 5 versus 2 will only be for a quick thought.
Oh, the ultimate off the mark. Hamster's going to go down as well. Mark that as the 3rd death. DoctorL respawning from the last one. A little low is Fatal Ghost, and when your hunter is that low, you can't get any Phoenixes, unfortunately. Having to reset his Armada, and this is a perfect time to secure the Fire Giant and look for some Phoenixes to get to the last stop.
Fire Giant right here is definitely the play.
Oh, the plays to kill Mr. White. A good taunt into the Spirit Ball, into the Circle of Protection. It's only DoctorL now to just buy some time, but he's going in. He wants the kill onto MitchTeep, and he's gonna get it.
He's doing the job.
Is he out?
He's out.
Oh, that is the most annoying thing. Literally 1-on-4. Joey Linn wasn't present for that. But man.
DoctorL has to go back to base.
Yeah, he does. I don't think Joey Linn can stop the back. No, he won't. And that's a good kill. Killing MitchTeep, preventing him from getting this Fire Giant buff. It's not going to really matter in the grand scheme of things in terms of getting the Phoenixes because you're looking for Fatal Ghost to do that damage anyway.
Right.
But if you're going to be looking for the dive onto an Isis, you don't want that Isis to have amplified Fire Giant damage to return on you.
That's where it becomes really...
Especially with the scaling from the Circle of Protection and the Spirit Ball as it just travels even at a further distance. It adds up.
Certainly does add up.
All right, Tom. What's the second most letter of Smite Gods that we have?
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer that. I straight up wouldn't be able to answer that, Totally. That's a ridiculous question. How about I just say, I don't know, RSTLNE, one of those words. One of those letters.
You said R-S.
R-S-T-L-N-E. Those are the 6 most common used letters.
It's one of those.
I know. Those are the letters they use on Wheel of Fortune.
Ah.
They use it because they're very common.
The tactics.
Yeah, so they
So
give
real.
you R-S-T-L-N-E and a vowel.
Okay, it's S.
It's S.
Can you name all the S gods? You said one of them earlier. When you were referencing Artio.
I was going to say Artio. Scotty.
Scotty, that's one.
Serket.
2.
Bellona, Ratatoskr, Isis, Athena.
One of them is in this game.
So.
There you go. That's 3.
Kumbhakarna.
Kumbhakarna.
Armada Esports. Coming down the middle lane. Nice stun, but nothing just yet. Armada looking to push forward. A taunt's going to start it. Not enough damage just yet.
Still just kind of waiting it out because of the left side. Joey Linn is penetrating in the thick of things, doing a lot of damage. Backdoor protections was eliminated, but now he'll get in the backline even before DoctorL will. Still wrapping around. There goes the ultimate. A nice little taunt. Hamster gets eliminated.
Yeah, Fatal Ghost on his business here in the late stages of this one. Nice knock up, but it's on DoctorL, who's relatively tanky. Mid lane Phoenix is down. 5-on-4. DoctorL relatively low as well. Taunt onto Nexamiss. Jeremy Linn.
Oh, the damage. The damage onto Joey Linn. He has to get out of this one. Great knockout from Nexamiss, finding the return kill.
Elevate doing exactly what they need to do on this defensive-sided game. Beautiful play by Elevate so far.
Man, a 1-for-1. Getting the middle Phoenix. Left side Phoenix is a little low now from what Joey Linn was able to accomplish, which also kept DoctorL busy. And that was a great idea, knowing how abusive and obtrusive DoctorL is once he blinks in. Taunt onto Mr. White. Spirit Ball going to get avoided by the Purification Beads, but Honey's taking a little bit of damage on his own side.
DoctorL with the first flank gets noticed, comes right on back. MitchTeep not going to be good with the stun, but Nexamiss takes down Honeys. Elevate now on the push. One knockup is good. Fatal Ghost won't be found with the root. DoctorL by himself, and that's going to be the retreat from Armada Esports.
Knocking up Armada like a bowling ball up against the pins. DoctorL not afraid to tussle in the backline whatsoever. Look at that right side Phoenix. Armada might actually lose it. How many archers are there?
It could be.
Oh, that Phoenix is gone.
Archers go!
Oh no, Jarman is here. Jarman is here to defend.
Oh, go Archers! Oh, no! Oh no! I thought they were gonna do it.
It is the weakened Phoenix. It was Elevate that was able to get it the last time around.
Close.
Hey, that is an epic thing. You're laughing at me.
It was close. It was close.
It was close. Those archers, you got to root for, you know, the minions as well from time to time.
We've actually seen, I think it was during an exhibition game, but the Arachne Spiders got the Fire Giant, and so neither team got the Fire Giant.
Yes.
Minions can do that with buffs. If a minion gets a last hit onto a buff.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, but if the minions get the last hit on a buff, like if you're pulling a minion or something and they attack a neutral camp, you'll actually...
I've actually experienced that playing the game.
Yeah.
Because doing blue buff, sometimes the minions will trickle on it.
This is a big fight around here, though. Armada and Elevate just kind of coming in haphazard. Oh! Hamster are going to blow Teep up.
Wow, nowhere to go for the ISIS player. Now in a 5-on-4, Armada have to retreat. Elevate going to keep pushing forward. Zirxy, no follow-up after the taunt, however. Still on the run, trying to get out of it. Will do so successfully with that Defender of Olympus.
Fire Giant started up one more time. Elevate have complete control of this. Joey Linn does have the ultimate available, but he's not going to go for it just
Elevate, still secure. I thought maybe Fatal Ghost had an opportunity.
Is this the right call? Joey Linn from the backside up in the sky? It could be. Knockup is good. Where's the kill on DoctorL? Right there! Kill number 31 for Armada Esports. Don't need a minion for that.
It's a 4-on-5 originally, but they turned it into a 4-on-4 Armada despite not getting the fire giant. They're not going to let Elevate back here.
Nah, not quite. Ryan Jarman dodges the stun, or the root rather, out of Ape.
Fire minions in the mid lane. Keep in mind, no one from Elevate backed yet.
And they're not going to be able to if Armada has their way, but Elevate's going to take down Ryan Jarman. It's a 4-on-3. Now, going to surround one player, Joey Linn. Oh, he gets out! Joey Linn gets out! No way!
Oh, the World Weaver's going to keep him stunned in. The hamster needs to be in position for a yawn. The javelin toss, Nexamiss getting gold in the Olympics.
Wonderful play there. Going to cut one player down. 78 seconds for the jungle Ratatoskr. Oh, I was upset we didn't get to see the minions push down the Phoenix.
Well, they got the middle Phoenix, but
I want to watch it though, Totally. It's so exciting.
I thought for sure they were going to be able to at least put in more damage on the Titan. For how long that team fight lasted.
I wanted to watch the minions take the fire.
Are you making fun of me?
Yes.
I appreciate the little things, Thomas Battinger.
56 minutes on the clock. Armada got Halloween and Elevate got 24. Pushing forward is Elevate. Honey's taking a ton of damage.
Oh yeah, AquaticApe.
Mid lane Phoenix though, that's exactly what Elevate wanted. They've got a numbers advantage for a couple of seconds. 5 till Ryan Jarman comes online.
Oh, the taunt, the double stun, the circle of protection. MitchTeep is a madman going in. The snipes. Good Aegis from AquaticApe. Zirxy's locking him down. Not done yet.
Oh, the bludgeon! Damage on top of the hamster. Trouble is he's trying to run away. Big taunt coming out. And now he's in the passive.
Trying to survive for a moment longer. Need a couple more basic attacks. He gets gone as well. 2 dead on the side of Elevate. Only 1 dead for Armada.
This could be a good look for Elevate to push forward. But instead, Joey Linn in the back line looking for a stun.
Double taunt again in the back line. Eagle rally over here. Ryan Jarman leading the charge with his jungler, Joey Linn, finding the kill onto Mr. White. 3 dead for such a long time.
DoctorL's low. DoctorL's gone. Nexamiss the only one to play defense. Armada walking up middle lane.
In a 4-on-1, Nexamiss has to be the sole hero that Armada need to continue this game.
He's not going to be allowed to. Jarman
has
doing
to
a
teleport.
fantastic job.
He teleports to a ward just so that he can back. Yes.
Is he going to be able to back here, Totally?
Well, he'll definitely be able to back, but the question is, can he keep his Titan alive? It's at a very vulnerable form.
Well, 50%, 40%. Nexamiss is here. It doesn't seem to matter. He gets 1.
Wait.
But the Titan falls. And an hour-long game turns into 1 victory for Elevate. They take the set above Armada.
Man, what a performance here. Elevate and Armada going the distance in all 3 games. Fantastic stuff. I'm looking at MitchTeep again.
Yeah, team again did a fantastic job. The ice is really controlling things. The back and forth nature of this contest, I think, really brought to you by players like Joey, who was able to really find the back line and then wiggle on out, by players like the Erlang Shen, who was able to come in, find a great big taunt, and then wiggle on out.
Zirxy's taunts have been fantastic in that last engagement. 2 separate double taunts, and then the follow-up from MitchTeep. Beautifully placed there. I think Elevate got a little bit ahead of themselves after that middle Phoenix wanting to end the game. It was a 5-on-3, granted, but those respawn timers were less than 15 seconds. I think they were better off going for the side Phoenixes.
Possibly could have been the call, but either way, a fantastic win. So right now we're looking at MVP. You mentioned Teep.
I'm going to say Zirxy's, those taunts setting up MitchTeep. Even though you got to always have the beginning, middle, and end. Zirxy's was the beginning. Without that beginning factor, there is no end for MitchTeep to follow up.
Certainly could be the case. A lot of fantastic stuff coming in and out. Both the setup players and the carry players were certainly doing their job. I think jungle was really interesting to look at as well.
Linn, on the Ratatoskr for 2 games in a row. The 2 games Armada won was because of that global pressure Ratatoskr. Necessary adjustment from game number 1.
Yeah, so that was the bounce back. Armada favored and able to take this one. So most valuable player on the way. Again, you really think it's Teep?
I think so. No, I think it's going to be Zirxy on the Athena. Yeah, because like I said, it was Zirxy starting things off with MitchTeep on the ISIS, ending it off.
Fantastic job from both of these teams. As we look towards the future, I mean, I don't think this really told us who the stronger team is. I think this told us that both of these teams are extremely evenly matched.
Sure.
Is there one that you see above another when it comes down to number 2?
I definitely want to see, I think Armada are the better team because this is your week 1 rematch. Armada won the week number 1 match, and now here they won yet again. Definitely more difficult than it was in the last time because it was a 2-0 victory, but this one went the distance, a long time around, and still, without a single set victory, is Elevate.
Joey Linn going to be your MVP here. Fantastic stuff in the jungle, just able to find the right targets for the majority of the game. Late game kind of tapered off, but he was still able to really find the stuns, find the damage, and assist his teammates into bringing the victory home.
I think that Armada can definitely learn a lot from this set. Even though that they won it, you got to look back at every single game, whether it's a win or a loss. I think that global pressure from Joey Linn is what really accelerated them to bounce back because they lost that first game. In a 44-minute game, 20 seconds specifically, they lost that game, and they still bounced back in game number 2 mentally to make the proper adjustments, find the game 2 victory, which was about 28 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And then game number 3 went the distance, still being able to persevere through thick and thin.
Let's take a look at the standings real quick and see where everybody stands here. Right now, you see Team Rival leading Europe and National Authority leading North America. Flashpoint number 2. Armada, though, has just tied up.
And this is so important because whoever gets number 2 at the end of this split, there's still 2 more weeks to go. It's going to be into placements.
Right.
And that's going to be going into HRX because the first seed is going to get the auto buy into it.
Now, that's how the players have to get there, but for you, all you have to do is buy some tickets. hi-rezexpo.com, that grabs you an entry and a spot to sit down as far as is concerned November 16th through the 18th. See all your favorite games down here in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, at the Congress Center. Don't forget, also afterwards on that Sunday night, main event, HRX After Party, .eventbrite.com. $50 gets you through the door.
Definitely a place and an event that you don't want to miss. Fantastic stuff coming out from our Xbox players today. We still have some more console action on the way, though, Anatoly. PlayStation 4 is on the docket. We'll be right back with PlayStation Ready, Set, Go.